Good morning, everybody. This takes me back to the days. This takes me back to the first day that I had ETRIAN Odyssey Nexus. ETRIAN is special to me for a couple of reasons. I saw ETRIAN Odyssey 5 in Japan, like a physical copy in stores in Japan before it was even like announced for the United States. I knew it was going to be localized, but that was a crazy moment for me, was seeing a physical cart of ETRIAN Odyssey 5 in Japan before it even had a release date in the United States. Knowing that if I bought it and brought it home with me, I would have been able to play, if I understood Japanese enough to get past the menu, I could have played ETRIAN Odyssey 5 a whole, like, 2-3 months before anyone else in the United States. But I also remember when Nexus finally released, and the day that Nexus released, I'm pretty sure I can get Sage to come here and confirm if I wanted to. The day that Nexus released, I started playing it at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and besides food and bathroom breaks, I finally stopped for the night at 2 a.m. the following morning. It wasn't 2, it was 3.
Also, stop. You got up right.
If you're gonna comment, come over here. Okay. I literally started the game, and when I went to bed, I was like 3/4 of the way through the second stratum.
He also genuinely would not respond to anything I said at all, outside of, huh? Uh-huh. Huh?
Now, we had set this up ahead of time. Like by now, Sage understood how crazy I was about ETRIAN Odyssey, So I'm sure one way or another, we basically set it up where like I took care of things ahead of time or like ran errands for her. Just basically in the same understanding that it's like, okay, you're doing all this for me now, and in exchange on ETRIAN Nexus release day, I will not bother you. I may ask you questions and stuff like that, but I will not ask you to get up and do stuff. So I was permitted that day to do absolutely nothing of value besides ETRIAN.
You say that like
No, I'm not even saying that negatively. I'm saying you were like, I will give you this day that you don't have to help me at all, but I need you to do stuff with me or for me ahead of time, right?
Yeah.
It was a trade-off. So
I remember, I think it took like 2.5 hours for him to give me his Starbucks order because he kept starting to give it and then getting distracted. But I was patient. I was patient.
Oh my god. All right. So how many people do we have in the stream now? 25. All right. So I'm gonna repeat this, Abu. I'm gonna repeat this when we get to the boss, but something that I love about ETRIAN Odyssey is that even in terms of the bosses, things that seem like they were impossible may actually be possible if you just think about it in a different way. This game is really good at saying, you lost, and here's why. That's the important part. There's lots of games that will just tell you, you lost, figure it out. But ETRIAN, if you just take a moment, it's very easy to realize what stuff your party is missing or how you might want to rebuild it. For example, we learned several things during the fight last night, even despite us messing up. We learned that the boss uses its head for its strong attack. It summons, or there's minions that join it during the fight. And also, based on the name of the boss's attack, I think it's an ice-type move. So, the game immediately goes, okay, so what are you going to do about this? The game, it says, so if you want to have a fair chance at this fight, or if you want this fight to go easier, you need to either have a way of binding the boss's head, of reducing or absorbing ice-type attacks, because that's the boss's strongest move, or ideally, you need to have a way of hitting more than one target, because it very quickly goes from 1 to 3 or 4 targets during the fight. So ideally, having a multi-hit skill, either like Tornado from the Lance Connect, or a mass-hitting AoE spell from the Alchemist, presumably a fire-type move. And the game goes, as many of these as you choose to or choose not to incorporate will affect how difficult or not the fight is. But in addition, I actually think there is a strategy that I didn't think to incorporate last night that could actually significantly reduce the boss's difficulty. If you saw that it was a very thin hallway leading straight to the boss, I wasn't able to go to the sides and fight all of his minions. But I kind of want to go back to the boss, obviously then go back to town and save first so that I can, you know, I don't lose my progress. And I'm glad I checked whether to get Ariadne threads first. I actually think that if I had gone into that fight last night with everyone at max HP and at least near max TP, I think it was possible to win that fight. And in addition to that, I think there is a way to... I don't know, is GIMP a bad word? I know that we don't want to say cripple anymore, but is GIMP a bad word? You don't say JIP. I know that for sure. There is a way to abuse the mechanics of the FOEs in order to rob the boss of their strongest asset. And it's accessible to every player. It doesn't require anything special or any unique shortcut. It's just something that you have to be aware of. And so I want to see if I can showcase that to you guys. Vim, I'll give you one guess. I'll give you one guess because you're on the right track. I'll give you one guess because it's on the right track. Do you know how I would neutralize the FOEs before fighting the boss? Nope, that's not it. It's actually more obvious than it seems. The game puts it right in front of you. The game puts it right in front of you, but most people are so eager to get to the boss that they completely ignore it. And that's the trap that they set for themselves. Now, I don't know if this will work, but there's this gut feeling I have that it's actually a viable tactic if you remember to do it. I want to get myself to level 18, but to be honest, since I wasn't level 18 when I did the fight last night, I kind of want to do it legit. You can't move the boss. Nope. I think once I get to that area... and I start facing a certain enemy, you will immediately understand. Is there a map where from the aerial view it spells out a word? Ooh, that's a really good question. I actually don't remember. I am gonna ask for some audience participation though, from someone besides our active members. So, Vim, once I get there, I will not let you answer until other people have had a chance. You know, I hate that if this works, that I'm gonna gimp myself from being able to get free heals, but I think it's worth it to show the brilliance of this game at times. I do not believe there are side entrances to the chamber. I could be wrong, but I don't believe there are side entrances to the chamber. What's up?
I want an apple, god fucking damn it!
I know. I love you.
How did you do this? How did you handle it?
I mixed between the yogurt and the shakes and applesauce. Applesauce was a really big one. The Go-Go Squeeze applesauce packets. Yep. Yep. She, for those of you who aren't aware, I wouldn't call it an emergency, although they did get it done very quickly. Was it all of them were impacted or just the one? And they decided, okay. During her regular dental exam, they found that her two lower wisdom teeth were impacted, and so for the sake of safety, they got her in 2 days later and just ripped out all of the remaining wisdom teeth. So this poor girl went from bragging her entire life to me about how she's never had an issue with her wisdom teeth to having all of them simultaneously removed.
The dentist even said they could have kept the top one. The top one was doing nothing wrong.
But she recovered from it way faster than I did. I feel like I was out of commission for like a solid 4 days.
Here's the thing.
Right. All right. By the way, I'm warning you now, if we manage to beat this boss on this attempt, I am still gonna go back and properly chart the entire map. So we are gonna get an extra level or two before we continue on to Stratum 2. Thank you for the tier 1 subscription, Sarah. All right, here we go. All right. So pay attention to this. You have reached Fenrir's Dread Lair. So check the map ahead. As you can see, it is a narrow hallway leading to the boss. We have walls. Okay. Okay. So besides that being the clip heard around the world, what I was going to say was, hold on, listen. In the moment of idiocy, there is a moment of brilliance. Let's assume that this was a thin hallway, okay? What have we learned? What is the gimmick of these FOEs that we learned from the previous floor? Not even the right FOE. That is correct. So, even if this wall were blocked off, even if we only had a singular hallway with this current layout, how could we impact the boss so that we don't get a repeat of what happened last night? I actually don't know if it'll work, but this is the kind of thinking I want you guys to be doing when you play this game. Gaming author, you're on the right track. If we, again, I'm asking you to make an assumption. If we didn't have access to these side paths, how could we do that with this current layout? The answer is right in front of you. Vim, do you want to take a stab at it? You guys are gonna hate yourselves. We know that they can go... Well, they may be able to go through paths. Assuming the boss does not also aggro and come towards you, we could fight this enemy, stall for time, and let the other enemies join in. And then take them out. We're basically selectively delaying the fight until the other FOEs join in, because they're all much weaker than the boss. Then take them out in a single fight and leave the boss by themselves. Do you see that? The boss is not aggroed. The enemies are. So now we just have to delay. And now we can start beating them up. Now, if I wanted to, I could go around even further and try and take out the other minions. But I actually think we're good to try at this point. Do bosses ever respawn? I'm not sure. Now we can start doing this. Let's go! That's how you do it! Let's go! Let's pull some winners, shall we? Hold on. Oh. Commander Root. Commander Root. If you are in the chat, Commander Root, please identify yourself because you have won a physical copy of the game. Is that a bot? That would suck. Damn. All right, we'll pull another one then. It was almost Captain Kate. Kathy Art. Kathy Art. Kathy Art going once. What up, Soul Cake? I'm surprised it doesn't give like a little message for you beating the boss. This actually makes me sad though, because this means I don't get free heals anymore. I did this for you guys. Let's see the wheel. All right, pulling again. Lore Viper. Lore Viper. You know, it makes me sad. I mean, I'm not too bothered, but it does make me sad when we get all these names, because I guess it registers anyone who was in the chat at some point after I started my stream, which means these folks were here and then chose to dip for whatever reason. So it always makes me wonder, like, what I did wrong, or I don't know. That's a weird way of saying it, but it makes me wonder, like, what made them go, you know what? I'm not all about this. Lore Viper, hello. Hey, so if you are enjoying what you saw and you would like to play it for yourself, you just won a physical copy of the ETRIAN HD Origins collection. I don't believe the physical edition is available in the States. So, here, let me grab the copy real quick and show you. You won this. A physical copy of the game that I'm playing right now, which has ETRIAN Odyssey 1, 2, and 3 all on a single cartridge. This retails for $80. So if you would like to claim it, please let me know. Otherwise, I need to pull a new name. Yeah, Switch is thankfully region free. Just a heads up, Viper, I will need to get your physical address. I promise I'm not being a creeper. I just need it in order to send your prize to you. Just ask Vim. I've sent that dude so many presents, you would think I was a creepy stalker, and his parents actually met me at a convention and think I'm pretty cool. Sure, I'll claim it. Okay, you're gonna want to be a member of the Discord, so if I could get someone to post the Discord link. And then once you've joined the Discord, just send me a DM. I need a DM from you showing your Twitch homepage so I know that you are the owner of the account that's messaging me. And then we'll set up your physical address, and I should be able to mail it out sometime this week. Oh, that is a shortcut. Oh, shit. Damn, we didn't even have the bonus sword mastery. We would have gotten a significant increase to our attack, and we managed it anyway. I'm so proud of myself. I think it does, yes. All right, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm not... I may still keep HP up in order to get stamina, but I actually think right now it's more important to have Peace Ballad. So, hear me out. We don't often have the Protector using their guard skills. So if I can use Peace Ballad and recover everyone's TP, and then use the TP to use cure skills in the battle, I feel like Peace Ballad is more useful than healing, because I'm always going to be using TP. I may not always need to heal everybody. So if I can have access to healing skills consistently through TP regeneration, I feel like that's going to be better. So I'm not going to reset my levels, but definitely when I retire, in order to reallocate skill points and get the bonuses, I might skip this and focus on Peace Ballad instead. So I feel bad because we have like between 2 and 7 wasted skill points on this character, but that's where most of his TP consumption comes from. It does, but if you noticed at level 1, it only heals like 2 to 3 per turn, which at anything beyond first stratum, or really just beyond the first floor, is not going to help. So we would need to invest. You have to also remember, each one of these songs takes up a buff slot. So we need to be able to bring up resistances. We need to be able... I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, having TP regeneration is going to be more useful overall than having healing. Because if we're topped up on health, but no one has any TP, you know what I mean? Man, his SP is all over the place. I kind of want to reset his skills. Shit. I'll just deal without for now. I'll manage. All right, I am going to go down to the second stratum. You guys will get a quick preview of what the second stratum will look like, but I'm immediately going to head back to town so that we can turn this stuff in and start charting the final, the rest of this map. So as you can see, there's barely any story to this game. There was no additional text when you finished off the boss. There was no additional text when you stepped into the next layer of the labyrinth. This game really does say, hey, the whole point of this game is for you to get where all these explorers couldn't. As you reach the new stratum, you find a mysterious light shining in front of you. As you gaze upon the enigmatic scene, you hear someone descend the stairs behind you. You turn to see two familiar adventurers with smiles on their faces. Well done, Elrican explorers. Rid of the wolves, the Emerald Grove again knows peace. Jumping into that. There we go. Grim satisfaction is evident in the warrior woman Ren's face as she gazes into your eyes. In overcoming hardships and growing stronger, you honor the Explorers Guild. After defeating Fenrir, you will be known as high-ranking adventurers of Etria. We salute your hard work. May your continued exploration go as well as it has thus far. The pleasantries thus dispensed with, Ren points to the unearthly light behind you. See that light? We call it the geomagnetic field and use it to investigate the labyrinth. Truthfully, no one knows what created it or for what purpose, but its power is formidable. Touch it and you will find yourself elsewhere. The Radha's chieftain pioneered its use. Though you must be eager to explore a new stratum, I advise you to return to town first. Ren and her flame-haired partner brush past you and approach the pillar of light. In the blink of an eye, the two of them disappear from where they previously stood. Is this the power of the geomagnetic field? Ren's words stay with you as you continue. Slimes. Slimes. We should probably head out. There we go. Decided to take the request, have you? It's from an explorer who was a regular here. He was ambushed in the forest with his friends by an unknown monster on the 5th floor. It was too much for them to handle, so they panicked and ran away. They said it was a terrible, poisonous spider that's usually seen deeper in the labyrinth. You've been around the 5th floor a few times by now, right? The target is a monster that appears on the 5th floor where there'd normally be nothing. Get rid of it before more kids like them run afoul of it, okay? I'll be praying for you. This one comes from Miss Merrill, Etria's finest designer. Every Etrian girl's dream is to step out wearing the accessories she creates. Her newest design, though, well, she says she needs 5 insect eyes from butterflies. I'm a fan of her accessories myself, but I might not stand in line for this one. Well then, off you go. Why does it want this now when we've finished fighting all these damn flies? Decided, this girl wants you to gather star seeds for a love charm that supposedly grants wishes. She said she'll need 5 of them to complete the charm. It's kind of like wishing on a star in a way. Cute. There used to be an old man in Etria who grew lots of different types of flowers. I visited his garden now and then, and it always struck me as incredibly beautiful. Anyway, I heard the old man died the other day. In his will, he asked that someone try to grow the only flower he could never raise. His last words were that he knew it bloomed in a certain place in the labyrinth, and only in the morning. But he found out that it was on the 6th floor. And of course, he was in no condition to go somewhere as dangerous as that. I have the flower seeds he left behind. Will you please give it a try? I know the old man will be rooting for you, wherever he is now. Hey there, Erican kids. Rumor has it you guys made it all the way down to the 2nd stratum. No kidding? I heard the monsters there are no joke. Come back alive, okay? I'll have a glass waiting. Alright. We're gonna... I've heard you reached the 2nd stratum. That's where the real adventure begins. Prepare yourselves for the good night's sleep. Maybe there's a new mission from the other dude, but... Let me sleep until morning. Let me check my missions. We're not level 20 yet. We're about to go to B5. We need to get the insect eyes. Oh, right. Yes. It seems you've defeated that dreadful pack of wolves, along with their leader, Fenrir. I thank you all. I thought you to be common novices, but you've grown into fine adventurers. It always lifts my spirits to see young adventurers growing stronger. Continue working hard to explore the forest while improving your skills. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. For defeating Fenrir, we present a small reward to show our gratitude for all your hard work. I'll take that, thank you very much. So my hope is that by the time we're done charting this map, we should be good to slaughter the mantises on the other floor. Man, I think I've gotten pretty used to this map stuff already. Oh, you know what? That would have helped against the boss. So the elemental oils, as you might imagine, allow you to add an elemental property to a weapon for 5 turns. The Troubadour learns how to do that on their own, but that would have helped me take out the skulls more easily. It does suck that we're gonna have to go back to heal more often. Now that we don't have free heals, but that was my own damn choice. This map gonna look so pretty when we're done. Oh yeah, that's a cool little trick. If you're trailing along a wall, you can just hold ZL or ZR and it will draw as the map moves with you. It'd be really cool if we were level 20 by the time we left this floor. I think between the random fights and whatever this spider is that we have to fight, it should happen. So we can just do this. We can just do this. And then stop when we get there. Easy peasy. No, I don't think it's possible. God, that's so easy. I'm gonna start doing that more often. Holy crap. It's so much easier. So I do warn you now, there's going to be a lot of tedious fights at some point, because we do need to get those 5 insect eyes, and they're only accessible on the earlier floors. They're not going to show up on this floor, I don't think. But at least this will give us a chance to farm more money before going to the second floor. Excuse me. I miss the Arcanist. This is kind of a stupid reason, but part of why I hope we get an ETRIAN Odyssey 4 and 5, I don't know, you wouldn't be able to call them HD remasters because they were already 3D, but if we could get a port of them, I want to show you guys the raw, disgusting power of Arcanist Healer in Etrian Odyssey 4. I know that this game is designed to make you feel like no matter who you bring into a labyrinth, that you're always missing somebody. But I'm telling you right now, Arcanist Healer, Arcanist main healer sub was the most busted dual combination class in all of Etrian Odyssey. I also like it because there's 10 classes in Etrian Odyssey 4. So because of subclassing and because there's 10 classes total, you can have a party where every class is represented once without any duplicates. And that's just kind of my shtick that I like doing. Also, I feel like, Milena, I think you said the cursed word. Whenever someone says, I think if these do well enough, they'll get ports, that basically guarantees that a game is not going to do well enough to get ports. What up, KK? I assume this is gonna show up on stream clips, but I tried to make a point. I was both galaxy-brained and really fucking stupid. I talked about, hey guys, you know how there's walls here so we can't get to the FOEs? Proceeds to turn one to the left and immediately discovers how he could have just walked around and fought the wolves last night. Slowly getting there. I do need to make sure I check all these dead ends too, because we have to remember there's that spider that apparently shows up where normally nothing happens. Sean's mind is a... How dare you? You know what the best part is? When we finally retire, folks, in order to get our level ups, or in order to make use of our new classes, everyone will finally be earning experience at the same rate again. Oh, I just thought of some. That's probably how Land Shark is so good. So... Oh, that's what makes it good. Oh, shit. Okay. So, I wonder if this means it can trigger as many times as necessary in a turn. Because Blazer, Shocker, Freezer are not a single target. It has all of them highlighted. So I'm wondering, if we activated something like Blazer and then had our Magician use an AoE fire spell, would he follow up 3 times? That makes a lot of sense. That would be really busted. That would be really cool. So maybe that's the difference is similar to how the Fencer was more of a multi-target person in ETRIAN Odyssey 5, and the Land Shark in 4 was more so designed for single-target DPS. Also, ETRIAN Odyssey does use a shared EXP system, so if you have fewer members in your party, or if one of them is dead, the others will get more EXP to compensate for it. Just something I thought you guys might want to know. I don't believe there's any class growth differences. I don't think someone is going to get more or less EXP based on what type of class they are. I forget if that changes in some games, but... See, if I were playing this on my own, this is definitely a case where after I realized how I've been wasting the skill points on my Troubadour so far, I would have just gone to town and rested everyone so that they lose 5 levels, but I'm allowed to reset their skill points. And I just would have done it the correct way and just gone back and grinded the levels back up. Resting is 5 levels in this game, actually. I think. I could be wrong. It's a trade-off. Resting resets your skill points. Well, you think about resting at level 99 versus 15. You know what I mean? Because sometimes if your skill points are really widely distributed, or wildly distributed, maybe being able to spend those skill points better is more valuable than the 5 levels that you lost. It's literally optimizing your team. Because I can tell you right now, if I were to reallocate the skill points, hold on. If I were to reallocate the skill points that I have on the Troubadour right now, I could probably give them the TP regen already. What I usually do, though, is I wait until I unlock the classes that I want to use, and then I retire, usually between level 30 and level 50, get the bonus skill points, and then just reuse it then. So right now, I'm basically surviving until we unlock the Hexer and the Ronin, and then we're gonna retire everybody, get bonus stats, and try again, basically. Is that... I'm wondering if that's the thing that's not supposed to be there. I'm gonna use an Amrita just in case. What's the best way to level up someone from level 1? Probably bringing them with a party that is already strong enough to kill enemies before they can attack the level 1 person, and just let them get mass EXP. I will tell you guys right now, one thing I plan on doing, I gotta think about this. I want to think about when I'm using this. I believe, when I retire everyone for the first time, I'm gonna hard focus on maxing out Divinity until I get back up to around the level that I was at when I retired. And then, basically, so let's say I retire everyone at level 40. I'm gonna put a bunch of points into Divinity to max it out, get everyone up to level 45, and then rest. That way we get back up to the level we were at before sooner, and then I can still have the skill points for something else. Ah, it is the spider. Okay. I'm gonna guess it does something with its legs. Oh, I fucked that up. I'm supposed to wait. Oh. The dreadful monster thrashes its garish violet legs. There's gotta be another. No more unfortunate adventures will fall victim to the formidable poisonous spider. That's it? That was it? What? No, retiring is completely... You are retiring the adventurer who then passes on their knowledge and experience to a new recruit. So there's nothing stopping you from just recreating the same character all over again. Oh, they start at level 1. Now, here's where the original game was fucked, okay? In all of the future games, and I believe they updated it for this as well, in all of the future games, you get a bonus, you get plus 1 to every stat for every 5 levels, and 1 extra skill point for every 10 levels. So if you reset at level 50, the earliest you can do it is level 30. So if you retire at level 30, you get 6 bonus points in every stat and 3 extra skill points. If you retire it, and then it gives you 1 extra one at 99. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 99. If you retire at 99, you get 20 extra stats in every extra point. 20 extra points in every stat and 10 extra skill points. And then as the future games do it, you the bonus is based on the level you retire and they don't stack. So if you retire, I tend to retire the entire party, yes. If you retire at 99, go all the way back up to 99 and retire again in the later games, you don't get double the bonus. You just get the level 99 retire bonus. In the very first game, in the original version of the first game, you had to go all the way to level 99, then retire in order to get +1. And if you wanted another +1, you had to go all the way to 99 and then retire again. Are we done with this map already? Holy shit. Excuse me. All right, let's go turn some stuff in. I keep thinking it's going to be at 7 p.m. Welcome back, kids. I see you beat that dreadful spider. The other kids in the guild will be relieved to hear it's safe to go back in the forest. All the young ones look up to Elrican these days, you know? I hate to see them hurt, so I'm grateful myself. Good luck with your adventures. Alright. So we can do the butterfly eyes, and we should be level 20 by the time we finish. But outside of that... And hey, after we hit level 20, let's see if we can take out those mantises. We're not going to be able to get the good gear. We already got the one drop that they offer, which is the scythe. If we want the conditional drop, we have to defeat them in a single turn. I think it's actually the same for the Fenrir. Oh, the Fenrir doesn't have one. right? All right, we need to get some bug eyes. Oh, we're gonna be so close to level 20. I just want to get level 20 before we continue on. I hope you guys won't mind, but between the FOEs and like other enemies, I want to see if I can get level 20 before we go to the second stratum. I think in addition to killing any FOEs that have respawned while we were fighting the boss and doing these missions, we should be able to get there. And if we're able to kill both those mantises, we will be level 20 for sure. Yeah, the FOEs will give me a lot, but it is being split. I miss my free and easy heal. I might put that memo there. I found that in general, enemies that have extremely high defenses tend to give a lot of EXP or other stuff. Like if you remember in Labyrinth of Refrain, those rocks that were impervious to basically everything except bash attacks gave a shitload of mana per fight. There it is. There's my hidden FOE, buddy. Look at this. We're killing an FOE just using standard attacks. Ugh, it feels so good to be able to do that now. That's what we wanted. What up, Ackle? I had a beautiful boy moment. You'll have to tune in pretty early into the stream. It was like within the first 30 minutes. Is my boost meter full? How do I check? Oh, boost 85, 96. All right. I'm going to get my boost meter to max, and then we're going to see if we can defeat these bosses. Well, maybe not like that if we keep losing HP to this stuff. Two. Okay. Come on, Ren. Let's go, Ren. Good start. Good start. Good start. Very good start. Yo, this guy might be dead. He might be dead before the next one joins in. We're okay. We're okay. I planned for this. Woo! Let's go, Steel. Woo! He's alive. My baby boy is alive. We just need him to... We need him to die before Steel does. Let's go. Insect eyes? Nice. And we finished the quest. Let's get the hell out of here. Damn, we earned that. Oh, Fenrir's already dead. He was the first thing we killed this morning in terms of a non-random encounter. You have to understand, it went way easier than expected because we realized what I had done wrong. All right, so here's the current plan. I'm gonna work my way back down to the 5th floor. We're gonna teleport out of here. We're gonna start at floor 1 to do one last sweep of any FOEs that have respawned since we left, while working our way back down to the 5th floor. And then once we go there, we heal one last time at the town. We should be level 20, and we're ready for Stratum 2. Okay, but Vim, did you notice how, like, even though it was a much more even fight, I still was out of TP on most of my characters by the time the fight was over? I was out of healing items. Thankfully, I didn't have to revive anybody, but I was out of healing items, out of TP on my defender. These fights are very fair, but that also means they're not easy. They've had a skill point for a while, and I totally forgot about it. All right, now that I have access to maxed out sword mastery, I think it's time to give myself the 2-hit. Very close. We're very close to TP regen. All right. I need to give... I think starting on this next area, we're gonna need the ability to give people elemental affinities for when bosses come in, just for standard attacks. You know what? This is the kind of thing where if we have the TP regen song going up, we may not need to put more than 1 in these levels. The only thing it does is increase the speed and decrease how much it costs. It doesn't do anything about how strong the elemental damage is. We could probably leave these at level 1. It'll be extremely expensive early on in the game, But it will only get easier as we get access to regen. I believe it should, from what I recall, it should proc Landy's Chain. I will try it when we're fighting the FOEs, because I know that the deer are weak to Volt. Not Deus Volt, just regular Volt. Six stratums, my boy. Oh, nope. Insect eyes. Insect eyes. Welcome back, kiddos. Are those really going to be used for a ring? Putting that on my finger. I don't really want to think about it. Just put it in a bag on the counter, will you? And shut it tight. The sight of those things makes me a little... Oh my god, it's Tez. Tez is the bar owner. Damn, we've got some money. Man, the one thing I dislike is that we have, like, no access to status ailments right now. Oh. So, thankfully, I was reminded just now by an email that I actually... This is my life. I have a D&D session, a one-shot, starting at 12 o'clock noon. So, in about an hour, we're gonna have to cut stream so that I can prepare for the D&D session, which is based on Path of the Midnight Sun, which I voice in. Should be fun. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I'm gonna assume 2 to 3 hours, and then as soon as that's done, we will be able to continue on and hopefully finish Stratum 2. So, I am still gonna stream. I'm gonna stream for about another hour, and I will stream after the D&D one-shot session. But I am gonna have to take a break for that around noon. So, good thing I decided to start streaming at 9 instead of noon. Go me. Right? All right. Let's do a quick sweep of any FOEs, see what happens. And this works great because assuming we're level 20 by the time we get back to the geomagnetic pull, we'll be able to turn in that one quest that wants a level 20 Landy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If we have, like, 3 FOE fights, or just 2 FOE fights, and we don't run from... Oh, it's happening. No matter what, it's happening. It's gonna be tedious, but it's definitely happening. All right. Nice. All right, so it should definitely work. We'll see if it can trigger more than once. So we're going to use Shocker, a standard attack, and Volt and see what happens. Yup. That counts. Now the question is whether it activates more than once. What's up, Speedstar? I hope this is probably gonna kill him immediately again. No, it probably won't, because he's not weak to Volt. So let's see if it triggers more than once. Or he can die because I bothered to do standard attacks with everybody else. Like an idiot. Literally, it would have been fine if I just didn't have Steel and Spaffy do their standard attacks. God damn it. It's alright. I'm pretty sure the other guy, in that passageway on, like, the middle right also revived, so we'll get to try again. The other thing I like about this game is, like, now that we're getting around level 20, we're like, man, I could have had TP regen by now. I could have had all this other stuff if I had just focused on it. Why didn't I do it earlier? And you have to remember, it's because it wouldn't have been feasible to do it earlier on. You just didn't have the strength to bother putting 10 points into TP up when you didn't even have the magical skills yet, you know? So it's a case where, like, yeah, the skill points are inefficient right now, but that's because you needed them for survival first and foremost. All right, here's our test. Nope. It only triggers once. I'm gonna check the skills real quick and see if the number of times he chases goes up. Nope. Nope. Now, the one way that I think it could be redeemed is if it can trigger once on every enemy that's hit with the magic. If using an AoE spell allows him to attack each enemy once, then I will see the usefulness of this. But if it's literally you just follow up with an elemental strike and it costs TP, I don't really see the purpose. It's a big expense for not very much. However, it would lend credence to having a hexer instead of an alchemist. Because that means we can use the hexer for status ailments, and we only need one other person doing an elemental ability to trigger the chaser, which could be our Dark Hunter. So in that case, it would be a good incentive to not have both an alchemist and a troubadour. That's true. Also, make sure when I start Stratum 2 that I play for you guys, that I let you listen to the main music for a while. Hey, we get to hunt some wolves. And the remaster music. Time to die, bitch. Pick it up. Pick it up. That's such a good fucking line, though. The way that he says that, oh, it's so good. Vim, I think you would genuinely enjoy, what's his name? Oh my god. John Mulaney. You would sincerely enjoy John Mulaney's character. He did. That is correct. Oh my god! Everyone starts getting their good skills on the next level. This is pain. Well, most people. No, like, all you need to know is the one moment where his little Jiminy Cricket parody character goes, "You wouldn't shoot a puppy in the face, would you?" Yeah, or no, "You wouldn't shoot a puppy, would you?" Yeah, I would. In the face. Watch. So good. Took you so long, idiot. So good. I know I keep saying that, but it really is. He's really gotten into animated feature films in the last couple of years. He was Spider-Ham in the original Spider-Verse. That's the main one that I know him from, but I'm very happy that he's gotten into films. Like, seriously, good for him. I still need to see Turning Red. Bad Guys, Puss in Boots is a great film. Bad Guys, I was a giddy child, Vim. Between the performances and the animation and the expression work, holy fucking shit. The expression work on the characters, ridiculously good. So good. DJ, it was even cooler. It was even cooler seeing the enemies as 3D models. I'm telling you, we had it so nice back during the 3DS era. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. And we finished clearing through the FOEs right in time to get back home. Alright, I gotta make sure I have room for it. Damn, we got 2 drops from the wolves this time. Or maybe that was stiff hide. Whatever. I've got money. That's what matters the most. I've got a lot of money. All right, forced entrance. Yes. All right, so we get about 45 minutes of experiencing this labyrinth. So here's the first song. Enjoy this for a second. Cool, we enjoyed that. Here's how it was remade. I remember this flute from the side caverns in the 3rd area of ETRIAN Odyssey 4. I love this flute so much. This flute exists in a different song in ETRIAN Odyssey as well. ETRIAN Odyssey IV Dungeon 4? No, I think it's Dungeon 3. The Boiling Lizard, yes. I'm trying to find... I'm wondering if it'll show me the side music for that. I don't think it will. I'm gonna see if I can jump ahead. Here we go, here we go. I don't know if it's gonna play. It's, Let's see, is this? Yes, here we go. This is the side dungeon theme for Area 3. God, I was so spoiled rotten by ETRIAN Odyssey 4. Having main and sub dungeon themes that were like similar but unique. Oh, fucking A. Ed Sheeran Odyssey. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. This is gonna kill me. I saved, right? All right, let's go. Let's fight. What the fuck is that thing? Well, I'm guessing, my guess is he probably uses his arms. So we should probably bind his arms. That's my guess. I like the new version of the cutter better. This ain't it, Chief. I don't know how I feel about this. You know, if we're able to come into this and beat this thing on the first attempt, I'm gonna be pretty proud of myself. If we walk into a brand new stratum and go, fuck you, sir. That's not cursed, that's being terrified. Okay, does the terror ever wear off? That would be nice. I would appreciate the terror wearing off. That would be swell. Hell yeah. Let's do it again. Damn, he's not really weak to anything. All right. Woo! Jesus Christ. It would be really good if we could block the hit. That would be swell. Ah! We will return. We will return and do it again. Oh, god damn it. Wait. Why is morning 5... Why is morning 5 a.m. and evening is 6 p.m.? Why is it not 6 and 6, or 5 and 5, or 7 and 7? Why would you do that? That is so scuffed. Can we please bind its arms before it's too late? I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Nice. What up, Nathis? Okay. Can we please... Can we please... bind his arms? Thank you. Hey, what's up, Nathis? Yeah, that shit's pretty cool. Man, I liked having all the follow-ups. I'm sorry. Having all the follow-ups was great. Only one bear fur. It's okay. Oh, okay. I don't know if we were supposed to have access to the door that soon. But we do. Oh, this is gonna be way faster for drawing walls. No drops! Really? No drops off that fight. All right, cool, sweet. We should probably get out of here before we die, huh? Yeah. I do still enjoy it, and I'm super excited because I am familiar with most of these maps because of ETRIAN Odyssey Untold 1, the Millennium Girl, but I didn't really play Untold 2. The Grimoire system really frustrated me, and I didn't want to deal with it again. So, when we get to ETRIAN Odyssey 2 and 3, although there's a part of me that's worried that you guys are going to think it's more of the same, I am excited because I literally don't, outside of the maps that were borrowed from those games for Nexus, I have no knowledge about 2 or 3. I knew the boy'd be happy, but I wonder, is it okay for him to run around like that? Well, the client was pleased, and that's the important thing. Keep it up, kids. Protector above level 30. All right, cool. Which role was the most fun? They're all fun for different reasons. Damn, this item's pretty good. This item is pretty good. Oh my god, Qdoba sounds so good right now. How could you do that to me? Asshole. Well, let me see if I get any, Nothing? Damn, okay. Nighttime in the primitive jungle. I'm surprised that the primitive jungle isn't the one that has the dinosaur FOE. I'm excited for the T-Rex FOE, personally. Damn ambush. Scavenge, it'd be really... You know what also was impressive, though? Like, think about how little EXP we were getting by the time we went to the 5th floor to come back and do this. And just these two enemies are already giving us decent amounts of experience points. Oh my god, they're so much faster than us, too. Our easiest solution to this is going to be getting an AoE attack. We're going to struggle for a while. At least until we outspeed these things. Or we're gonna end up having to go back a lot for healing. God, these things hit so hard. I love that the game doesn't even like give you a breather. It's like, all right, you're on the next stratum. Hope you know what you're doing, because the enemies are gonna just hit harder immediately. Can I please fight something besides these motherfuckers? I mean, if anything, if anything, when we finally get to the point where we're able to retire, folks, I'm probably gonna just do HP up level 5 into Cure 2. And remember, I'm choosing to make this more difficult for myself by not having a dedicated medic on the team. I wouldn't say it's a personal challenge. It's because I think by the time I'm in a situation where I'm in the late game, I think it's going to be more important to have access to ailments and stuff like that. Like, we can buy items that will heal our party members, and we're going to have a dedicated tank that hopefully is going to be tanking most of the hits anyway. If I really ever end up in a position where I think that I need extra healing, I have access to items, or I can level up the Troubadour's healing skill. I'm willing to bet that with enough skill points, I'll be able to max it out as a freebie anyway. So, it's definitely a late game boost that I'm going to get. It'd be really cool if I could get more drops, because I'm not getting a lot of drops right now, and it's kind of frustrating me. Oh. Oh. That thing's... that thing's special. All right. Sure, Jan. He's strong, though. Danger boy. They do not want to give me those drops, though. Okay, I want to see what these bees drop. Ideally, I want to get the remaining drop from both the sloth and the bees. and get everyone to level 21, and I think that is a good stopping point. But if he's gonna do that, we may not have a choice. Oh, nice! Oh, we are so close. All right, guys, I'll use the final Amrita. Do you think you can stay alive long enough? Do you think you can stay alive long enough that we can level up Ren and go back? That would be great. I would be really appreciative if that were a thing that we could do. One more. One more. Come on. Woo! Let's go. And we finally will get access to 2-hit. I don't think I would take this to level 10. I think with TP regen, I would start at level 7. Or finish at level 7. Having to put in 3 more skill points just for an extra 1 TP per turn? No. Especially when we have the Troubadour. No, no, no. Yeah. I'm glad I'm consistent with it then. Listen, just regenerating the TP at all, especially once he gets access to AoE skills, is gonna be a big fucking deal. Oh my god! What? It more than doubles? That is more than double his current whip power. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Yeah, but I'm not an axe user. I'm a sword user. I mean, having a chance to stun is pretty cool, but nah, 2 hits too good. I do like... I will say this. Once you have better access to AoE, it actually makes... No, wait. No. I'm lying. This is why. Like, look at this. If you choose to go Axe with a Landy, you miss out on literally half of his attack kit. Because 2-hit is a passive. You can't even... I'm sure there's a genuine answer for this. But why? Why would you bother going Axe with a Landy? Why? Why? The only reason I could see you doing it is if you have to stun, if it's required to stun an enemy in order to get its conditional drop. And I'm gonna check right now and see if that's a thing. No. No. There are no conditional drops that require an enemy to be stunned. There's not even a conditional drop in this game that requires an enemy to be poisoned. There's only one that needs an instant death attack. And I'm hoping that the Hexer will have access to that. There is no point to having this skill in this game. That's the only thing I can think of, is if there's an absurdly high base DPS axe. Also, we are quickly becoming poor again. We may have to run back to the first area in order to get some more money, because we are burning through, or we just have to run back and heal more often instead of using up our heal items. Anyway, so I'm going to be taking a temporary break. Again, for those of you just tuning in, I forgot that today is the day that I'm doing a one-shot D&D session with the team from Path of the Midnight Suns, which is a game that I really admire because it's a... in case you didn't know, in fact, I'm going to bring this up. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Or Path of the Midnight Sun. Because this is a game that was heavily inspired by Fire Emblem and Etrian Odyssey. So if I may show, this is, we're just doing a one-off D&D session based on this game. It's available on Steam right now. I voice a character named Kristoff in it. But if you are a fan of Etrian Odyssey and you want to play a game that's like it, right now, check this out.
You're all here. I'm so happy you came. But it's too late. I'll die soon anyway.
This is unacceptable! The one who hurt us is the Demon King, not you, Faratros!
Damn it! It can't end like this! How can you tell us it was all meaningless?
Don't waste my time.
Jonah Scott.
Let's see.
Griffin Poitou.
If I must take on your wrath in
Lizzie
order
Freeman.
to make you see the truth, then I will not waver!
Don't give up. We've overcome
I forget
every
who this is,
obstacle so
but
far.
she's really good.
I hope you also have food.
Also
worthy
forget
of the
who that is.
tactician who saved your lives over the past few months.
Who am I? Oh, fearless warriors of the night.
This is one of those stories that even the bards won't believe.
Love spell number 69. I pay my respects, and I take your life. Ah!
What? You're asking me about having plans? I'm allowed to have a doubt or two.
How can you say that what you saw from your point of view was the truth?
You must be kidding me, Faratros. Why the hell were you so reckless?
Perhaps we can use some of our skills to our advantage.
Looks like that time
Oh, by
has
the
finally
way,
come.
that's a skill tree. Those are skill trees with passives.
All of this is unforgivable! You will pay for this!
Do you seriously believe there was no other way?
My time to shine.
And now, be obliterated!
Getting serious now.
Time for my perfect floor.
Look at you, struggling like worms.
It's a very good game. I wanted to stream it for you guys, but it wasn't working out for me. It was just causing issues with being able to stream it on the computer. But it is a very good game. It's available now, and I strongly recommend it if you're a fan of ETRIAN Odyssey. And a fan of Fire Emblem, because it's got the nice mix of the party composition and the skill trees of ETRIAN Odyssey with the overworld map turn planning and time constraints of Fire Emblem. And there's different difficulties. It's mostly balanced around the base difficulty, which is the hardest one, but I was able to do it. I found it incredibly exciting and fun to play, and I highly recommend it. So anyway, I'm off for a couple of hours. I will make another post on Twitter when I go live again. In the meantime, let's find somebody to raid real quick and pop back in here. All right, let's see. Who do we have online that we can, Kizaron is playing Pokemon. Oh, okay. Kizaron's raid settings do not allow you to raid at this time. I didn't know you could do that. We'll raid Feathered Flint, who's playing Amnesia. Oh, that's right. Show her some love. All right. Just so you guys know, Flint goes by she, her now. Show her some love. They're playing Amnesia. I don't think it's the Dark Descent. Is it? The Bunker. The Bunker. Anyway, there's our raid phrase. I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Don't forget, I am streaming again after this. So I'm tossing you to someone else to give some love, but I am going to make another announcement when I'm streaming again. I hope to see you guys soon for Stratum 2. Bye for now, guys. See you soon.